Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here in my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel and do smash that like button. Don't forget also to share this video as well. My channel is designed to help you access valuable information on how you can study abroad at a very affordable tuition fees, very cheap tuition fees, and even in some cases free of charge. Now, if you have the intention to study your bachelor's degree programs at the University of Luxembourg for the next academic year, I'm here to show you the step-by-step guide on how you can make your application successfully. But I have to emphasize that I am not a travel agent or an admission agent. My job is to help you access the right information so that you can do these things by yourself. Because once you are informed and you understand the process, you can do it yourself. Trust me, it's not a rocket science. Information is key. Now, I'm going to show you step by step how you can make your application to study a bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. Step 1. It's important that you choose the right study program. So I'm going to title that step 1, choosing a study program. Make sure you choose the right program. That means check the language of teaching of the program you are applying for. If you're applying for a program that is taught in a combination of, let's say, French and German and English, you have to make sure that you have language proficiency proof that shows that you have the required background knowledge of the language of the teaching of that particular program. This is very important. So if you have no background in French or German, then don't choose a program that is taught in German or French. This is very important. So also note that most of the BSc, Bachelor's Degree Program at the University of Luxembourg, are taught in a combination of either French or German or English as well. But I do know that Bachelor's in Computer Science is taught mainly in English, and you don't need to show evidence of French proficiency to apply for that. But please go on the webpage of relevant programs and make sure you check the criteria for each of the program you want to apply for. Step 2, check your eligibility criteria. Okay, find out whether you are eligible for admission to the University of Luxembourg. Okay, that you meet all the conditions required for each of the programs. Now I'm going to give you some hints on the criteria for admission for bachelor's degree programs at the University of Luxembourg. The criteria that you have to bear in mind if you are applying to study bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. 1, you need to be in possession of your school leaving certificate to apply. That means by the time you are trying to make your online application at the university online portal, you must make sure that you have your school leaving certificate ready. Any student completing school after 30th of April, which is when admission will end usually for non-EU nationals, of the current year cannot be considered for admission. So if you are completing your high school after 30th of April, it means invariably your certificate will not be ready by that time. You cannot be considered for admission. This is for non-EU nationals specifically. 3. To be eligible to apply for a bachelor's degree program, you must submit a request for the recognition of the equivalence of your diploma to the Luxembourg Ministry of Education, Children and Youth. I have made a video about how you can apply for the recognition of your high school certificate in Luxembourg. Please check out my channel to watch that video so you can be able to understand how to do this. You must do this before you start your online application. It's very, very important. Note, this procedure takes a minimum of 6 weeks. So start on time because you will need this document to submit your application. If you submit your application without this document, it will be deemed incomplete and you will be asked to submit that, and by that time you may not have enough time to do that. So start on time right now. So it's recommended that you start the procedure for this recognition a few months before applying to the University of Luxembourg. Diploma. If you have not yet received your equivalence documents by the application period of your choosing study program, you can still submit your application online. However, make sure you do so within the deadline. If your application is accepted, you will receive a letter informing you of the next step to take, and you have until 15th of November to submit your temporary authorization to stay issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and proof of Social Security affiliation in person at the admission office. Then you will be given a letter of admission. Now, I have made a video about applying for your temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg. So check out my channel to watch that video as well. Very importantly, if you fail to submit these documents I've mentioned now, you will not be able to continue studying at the University of Luxembourg. Note, if you fail to finalize your enrollment, it is not possible to defer your admission to the next academic year. You have to start your application all over again from scratch. So guys, do not waste your time if you are not ready. Once you are ready, then start your application, because if you do not follow it to the end, you have to apply again for the next academic year. Also, acceptance for a previous academic year does not guarantee acceptance of any subsequent applications. So once you get your admission, don't let it go. You have to work so hard to make sure you fulfill all the conditions to getting into University of Luxembourg, because if you fail to do so, your admission cannot be deferred for the next academic year, and you're not sure you get it again next year. Deadline. You will need to apply for a visa and residence permit for Luxembourg. So make sure you submit your application by the deadline applicable to non-EU citizens indicated on the program webpage. Language skills. You will need to show proof of your language skills at the level indicated for your choosing study. Okay? Residence permit. Once you have been accepted into the program, you will also have to apply for a Luxembourg residence permit. This request must be submitted directly to the Luxembourg government by 1st July at the latest. Payment of enrollment fees. You will pay your enrollment fees as well. Check out the study program webpage for amount that you have to pay for your choosing course. Step 3 on the guidelines, step-by-step guide on how you can make your application to study a bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. Step 3, prepare the required documents. It is very important to prepare all your documents before starting your online application. Make sure you start now to get all your documents ready before the online portal opens in February 2024 for non-EU nationals. All documents need to be uploaded in PDF or JPG or PNG format, and the maximum size for the file is 5 MB. Now, let's look at general required documents for bachelor's degree program applications. What are the documents you need to upload online during your online application? Very important, so stay with me. By the way, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please do share this video as well. Okay, please do that right now, okay, while we continue. Now, generally required documents for bachelor's applications. 1, an identity photo, like a passport photo. 2, a copy of your identity card or passport data page. 3, a copy of your health insurance certificate for the current month. 4, a copy of your secondary school leaving certificate. 5, a copy of the document recognizing equivalence for secondary school leaving certificates that are not from Luxembourg. You need to do this before you start your online application. It is a mandatory requirement to complete your application if you want to study bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. 6, a translation of the diploma if it is not in English, French, or German. 7, a copy of the detailed transcript of your secondary school leaving certificate. 8, a copy of your results obtained in previous semesters. 9, a language certificate for all teaching languages used on the program. For example, if you apply for a program that is being taught in French, German, and English, you have to show a language certificate of proof for each of the languages. And I've made a video about language skills requirements, okay? So check out my channel to watch that video fully for you to know how you can meet this requirement of language skills. Very importantly, remember, you need to present a robust application. This is one of the best university, very competitive and very cheap tuition fees. So you have to fight hard to get what you want. In some cases, the following documents may also be required. In some cases, right? A letter of motivation. Don't joke with this. Make sure you write a robust letter of motivation. 11, a detailed CV. I suggest you use Europass format, which is widely used in the European Union. So type Europass and then create a profile, input your data, and then download the file to your USB or laptop. That's it. So easy to do. 12, full contact details of 2 referees. 13, create an a letter of recommendation. Now, step 4 on the step-by-step guides for bachelor's degree program application. Create an account on the university admission platform or portal. Step 5, complete your application and pay the application fee. Pay registration fee of €50 per application if required. So if you're applying for 3 different programs, you have to pay €50 per program. That is 50 times 3, €150 for 3 different programs. Then if you are successful in your application, this application fee will be deducted from your first semester tuition fees. Okay? Then upload all the required documents exactly as stated. There's no room for error. Okay? Take your time to make sure all documents stated in your study program page is uploaded completely. Step 6, submit your application online. Once all the documents have been uploaded and fee is paid, you can submit your application online. Step 7, your application will be processed as quickly as possible by the study department. You can track the status of your application on the online platform. Now, what happens after you submit your application? What next? 1, the study department will carry out initial check to see whether your application has been completed correctly and to see if you are eligible for the program you applied for. Now, depending on the status of the application, the study department may decide the following. 1. Reject your application that do not meet the admission criteria. B. Request for missing documents. Okay. C. Forward the application to the selection committee for your choosing programs. Okay. And the second thing they will do is the study department will transfer all eligible applications that have been correctly completed to the selection committee for the relevant study programs. 3. The study department will inform you of its decision, and it could be any of the following. 1. You have been admitted to the University of Luxembourg. 2. You have been offered a conditional place, which means you have some conditions to fulfill to have the final admission letter. 3. Or C. Your application is placed on a waiting list, which means it's still under consideration. You might be lucky before the end of the application that they might tell you, okay, now you have an admission. Or 4. Sadly, your application has been rejected. Now, you will be required to pay the enrollment fee once everything is sorted out, and payment of enrollment fee confirms your registration. Obviously, you will only be able to pay the enrollment fee if all criteria and conditions have been fully met. So these are the guidelines, the step-by-step approach of what you can do if you want to apply to study bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. I hope this will help you to make the right decision. Remember, start on time because this process can be lengthy, especially applying for the recognition of your foreign high school certificate, which is a mandatory requirement for you to apply for bachelor's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. Remember that you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. If you believe you can, then you can. You have what it takes to be the best. Believe in yourself and let your greatness count. Please subscribe, share this video, and you can drop your question below the comment section and I'll respond to all the questions as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and my Twitter. I'm gonna drop the links to my Instagram page and Twitter account below this video. You can also send me a DM if you have further questions. Of course, you can ask your questions below this comment section. Remember, once again, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. I am the Human Investor. Thank you for watching, and God bless you really good. You know that you can study abroad and pay as little as 200 euros per semester. Yes, 200 euros per semester. You don't have to break the bank to fulfill your goal or ambition of studying abroad. So visit my channel. You're gonna see videos of countries in the European Union, Schengen zone, where you can study and pay very low tuition fees, and even in some cases free of charge. I have videos across countries like Luxembourg, the Czech Republic, Belgium, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, and so many others. All you need is right information, and you can be able to do this thing yourself. Remember, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. Stop dreaming, stop thinking, start acting. Click on my channel, visit my YouTube channel and watch those videos. Like, subscribe, and then drop your questions. Together, we can make it. Come on, let's go.